JT also called it all those years ago, with that being something
2020.
fun in 2020, all those years ago, way back in the day when Alana Rizzo was still covering this team full time. I don't know. What did you like from the Derby? What did you like from the All-Star game? Everybody in the chat, you better have loved Clayton Kershaw being mic'd up. That was a lot of fun. I loved the ABS.
There were a couple things I loved. Number one, kudos to Rob Manfred and Major League Baseball for bringing back the player jerseys, their respective team jerseys. I love them so much. I'm so glad that they did that. There's something about pride when you put on, listen, party like it's 1999. I might still be on dial-up. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here, but it is what it is. Let me tell you how awesome it is that you get to walk out there and see your favorite player wearing their team jersey. I love that so much. Another thing, love the swing off. I know it's an exhibition game. I know it's a meaningless game, but you don't want it to end in a tie. That's silly, right? So have something that determines the winner, determines a victor. And I loved it. ABS was great. And I know you have more opinions about the ABS today, Clint.
Yeah.
You want it now.
I would love to have it now. I mean, I can go to my screen for a second and talk all about it if you want to jump off the link and jump back on. I loved a lot of the things about the Derby. About the game. I love the swing off. I want to know if people in the chat would love to see that old school style home run derby returning to this, like where we had the 10 out format. I think that was fun. I think that was arguably better for the game. I know some people have a difference of opinion when it comes to the way the Derby. I know I keep going back and forth between the game and the Derby here, but I don't know. I like being able to actually watch the home runs. I'm sticking to the Derby now. Let the home runs, watch them travel far. This isn't an endurance thing. Let these kids actually, hit a baseball, take a few pitches, maybe something like that. This might be old man yelling at a cloud again, which is something we've been enjoying doing on the show of late, as you look like you're back in 2025 now, which I very much appreciate. But yeah, your thoughts on the Derby. Should it go back to the 10 outs format where maybe it lasts a little bit longer? It's not hip for the TikTok crowd, but you actually get to watch the baseball travel a long way, which is the whole point of the home run derby and these big beefy dudes.
I don't know. I mean, maybe if there's fewer contestants, I feel like it's already. I feel like it's dragged out as it is. Like I don't want all the pomp and circumstance. I see, but here's the thing: you're not asking the right person, because I can't stand all the build up to stuff. Like, I don't watch award shows. I don't watch like the Super Bowl, like 24 hours of coverage before. Just kick off. Like, just go. Like, I don't like all of the hoopla. I am like, all right, here's the contestants. Hit a bunch of home runs. My internet's going out again. Hit a bunch of home runs and let's just get to it. So no, I don't need to see it go over the fence. I don't. I mean, I don't. It's fine. I don't care.
So you're part of the TikTok crowd. Let's just go. Everything's exciting.
I'm not. By the way, I requested my stepdaughter on TikTok and she hasn't said yes. I'm feeling a little bit weird about that. She doesn't want me to see what she's doing. I don't know what that says about me, but I don't know. That's neither here nor there.
That's pretty funny.
I don't know. Did I see your comments in here? Is Kershaw, speak on Kershaw possibly retiring? I'll log back in.
I don't know. There was something.
We're not submitting the show for.
Yeah, this is not going up for our best. Listen, this isn't me. This is all Alana. Somebody needs to pay her to get better internet or something like that, because her internet is not happy today. But Kershaw, a lot of I'm noticing some speculation online with Clayton and the way he kind of handled being that his 2 outs, being mic'd up, the way Dave handled it, and the crowd, the teammates on the National League team. I don't know. There's that kind of conversation. Like, do people know? Have people heard internally that Clayton, this could be or will be his last year? Obviously, with him being a legend pick as well by Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred. There's some tea leaves that you could follow, where maybe Kersh is setting himself up to hang up the old Skechers spikes after this. Alana, am I like others reading too much into this?
Those closest to him. Kershaw those close. Just go with it. Kershaw those closest to him. I just think that, again, he reserves the right to choose when he's ready to go. I think the Dodgers will have him on that team in some capacity until he no longer wants to do this. Would I be surprised if he retired? Absolutely not. I mean, he's had an unbelievable career. His next stop is Cooperstown. It lends you to believe that he's probably going to retire this year. But I've not heard that, and I don't think anybody can speculate until they've heard it from Clayton specifically.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I hope not. Or if he does retire, I hope he goes out on top. Let the boy win another World Series champion, to be a 3-time ring holder, and 2 of those he would have participated in ideally if he's around. Come this World Series and all of that. But that's getting way ahead. We still have a second half of a baseball season to watch, Alana. What are some things that you're watching here as we kick off the second half? Because it feels like everybody is super focused on the trade deadline.
Yeah, I think that's all people care about right now is where is this person going? Who are they going to get? Who's going to be the subtraction? Who's going to be the addition to the team? I had a conversation today on Fair Territory with Ken Rosenthal that he had wrote in his notes column that perhaps the Dodgers are, looking for starting pitching. And bullpen arms. I apologize. Bullpen arms. And it's not, again, this is what Ken Rosenthal is hearing. And again, Andrew Friedman came into this season hoping that they didn't have to make decisions at the trade deadline, but you can't anticipate the amount of injuries that the Dodgers have had, not only in the starting staff, which has put a lot of pressure on the bullpen, but also in the bullpen too, with all the guys being down. So do they go after a bullpen arm? Probably. But let's say, Clint, that they're looking for a starter. If you had to wave the Clint Pasillas magic wand and you wanted a starter to join the Dodgers starting rotation, assuming that Blake Snell's coming back soon, who do you want that's potentially out there on a team that is not contending?
To set the stage for that a little bit, I really like the arms that this rotation has. I think they did a really, really good job, obviously, bringing Blake Snell in the offseason. We know eventually he's going to be a part of this rotation. He actually just completed another rehab outing while the All-Star game was happening, 3 innings at, I think it's like a rookie level of baseball or whatever, but 7 strikeouts in 3 innings I think it was like 40-some-odd pitches. He is getting closer to coming back. Tyler Glasnow just rejoined this team a couple of weeks ago. So I know there's some insiders, some people saying the Dodgers are going to be out there looking for a starting pitcher. I don't think they need to, but to your question, if there's a dude, one guy on the star, I don't even know if he's technically on the market because of where the Rangers are at, but I would love to see Nathan Eovaldi back. That's right, back in a Dodgers uniform. Let him, I don't know if it's ending his career where it all started before that Hanley Ramirez trade back in 2012, but just an absolute dog, been there, done that kind of dude, has done it in the postseason, in the World Series, an immediate improvement in the rotation over Dustin May, Emmett Sheehan, Justin Wrobleski types. Give me Nate Eovaldi. If I had my say, that's where I'm going. What about you? Yeah,
he single-handedly crushed the Dodgers in the World Series when he was with the Boston Red Sox coming out of the bullpen for them. I mean, he's just stupid. He's just stupid good, and I desperately wanted him to come here before he went to the Texas Rangers. I think for me, if it's not Nathan Eovaldi, because I can't pick the same guy that you do, I'm going Sandy Alcantara. I know people are like, well, he's not the same as he was, but I think he's on his way back to where he was. And on Miami, you have to be the dude, right? On Miami, you've got to be the ace. On the Dodgers, you don't. And I'm thinking Sandy Alcantara is on the upswing, and I would take him right now because obviously Miami's selling. So I would take him right now. If it's not him, why not maybe Charlie Morton? I know people have their opinions about Charlie Morton, but if it's not Sandy Alcantara or Charlie Morton, what about Pablo Lopez from the Twins?
Twins should be sellers, and they have some interesting arms, including a couple of bullpen pieces. So that's where we can kind of shift to the bullpen and continue that conversation that you and Ken had earlier on Fair. Dodgers bullpen not anywhere near what we thought it was going to be at this point in the season. Here's an excerpt from Ken's column about that. Some of the pieces, of course, we've talked about it a bunch. Evan Phillips out for the season. Blake Trinan is on his way back, but we're talking about forearm tightness. You do worry about words like that and relying on him, for the final month plus the postseason and all that. Kopech had knee surgery. Brusdar Gatterall has not pitched this season. So those are like 3 arms in particular that are expected back that I to go all in on expecting those dudes to return and stay healthy and be effective when you're already running a bullpen out there that has guys like a Will Klein, Lou Trevino. Yeah, they've been great for the team, but they're also extremely, not even relative, extremely unknowns. And I mean, getting those dudes in the Dodger bullpen when they're trying to go back-to-back in World Series, I think, they need to be active on the deadline. And I agree with Ken. They will be active. They'll be kicking the tires on some of the bigger names. You had mentioned